All right, welcome back everybody to Altcoin Daily, where you subscribe for a video on the cryptocurrency market every day. My name's Austin, and in today's video, we are talking about a potential red flag out of Litecoin. We are talking about which altcoins will be listed on Binance US, potentially. I want to clue you in. And of course, we have big news, potentially bullish news coming out of the mainstream media, Mark Cuban. If you like Bitcoin, give this video a like and roll it.
That's the reason I use the word safe is for my next question on gold, up 2.5% for the first quarter.
Just let me give you some context on this interview before I play it. Mark Cuban has just been asked, in his opinion, what would he say is one of the safest investments a person can put their money into today? And this interview, it just came out, it's very recent, and Mark Cuban responded two things. He says, pay off your credit cards, pay off your debt. That's one of the smartest investments you can make. And number two, sort of a lame answer, he says one of the safest investments a person can make is putting your money in the bank. Okay, yeah, I guess that is safer than volatile stocks or volatile Bitcoin. But that answer wasn't good enough for this interviewer, because I guess this is a gold channel and they want to hear about precious metals. They want to hear about what does he think of gold. Roll it.
Yes, the reason I use the word safe is for my next question on gold, up 2.5% for the first quarter. I know in the past you've seen it as a speculative bet. How do you see it today?
I hate gold. Gold is a religion. There's some fundamental value to gold, but everything else, it's a collectible. I see gold and Bitcoin as being the same thing.
Well, hate is a strong word.
Okay.
So the miners too, all of gold, the whole gold spectrum.
Individually as people, I've heard they're great people. But as an investment, okay, you're right. Hate is not strong enough. Hate with extreme prejudice as an investment.
Oh gosh. Okay, so Bitcoin and gold on the same level for you.
They're both collectibles.
Okay.
The value is based off of supply and demand. And the good news about Bitcoin is there's a finite supply that'll ever be created. And the bad news about gold is they'll keep on mining more.
Well, Goldman Sachs says that we only have 20 years left of mineable gold.
Well, then in 20 years we could have another conversation.
So you don't see gold as money then?
No, I do not see it.
All right. Love Mark Cuban. Love Mark Cuban. Now, what interests me most about this interview is that more and more people are recognizing Bitcoin as a similar investment to gold. Notice how she didn't even bring Bitcoin up, and Mark Cuban on his own put Bitcoin right next to gold and then talked about how he's not into either, but at least Bitcoin does have a finite supply, unlike gold. To me, that's bullish. Love it or hate it. Love Bitcoin, hate Bitcoin. You can no longer ignore Bitcoin. Bitcoin being mentioned casually in everyday conversation as a viable store of value is happening more and more, just like we saw on Bloomberg earlier this week.
Area that we really continue to like.
Paul, at the moment, as you look at things cross-asset, which asset class is in the driving seat at the moment? Equities or fixed income?
I think it's fixed income now. I think that equities has been in the driving seat, and fixed income, to me, has now become the safe haven, almost in a way that gold and even Bitcoin are becoming safe haven. So it's...
I like it. And again, just like we're seeing more on CNBC, like we saw earlier this week.
I've been on this network since 2013 talking about Bitcoin, and every time somebody has asked me whether or not Bitcoin is being traded like a macro kind of asset, I've said no, until this year. What we're seeing this year is macro funds, traditional investors are trading Bitcoin as an alternative or a supplement to gold and using it as this kind of macro hedge.
Woo! The narrative for Bitcoin, the narrative for cryptocurrency, it's changing. This is that revolution. At least it feels like a revolution to me. Let me know how it feels to you down below in the comments. But guys, big news day. I know it's a weekend, but big news day. I got 4 news articles to give you. Then I'm going to send you on your way. Binance announces what we're exploring. Exciting developments coming soon for Binance US. Now I'm going to link this down below in the comments. They really give no specifics other than the potential altcoins and of course Bitcoin they will be listing potentially on their US exchange. We have Cardano, we have Decentraland, Ravencoin, Stellar, I mean you guys see it, Neo, Vechain, Zcash, Ethereum, Binance Coin, Litecoin, EOS, Basic Attention Token, 0x. List is right here. Now the significance to me is Binance is doing the whole US exchange because their goal is just to be more compliant for the US market. So if, and they're not guaranteed to list these coins yet, but if whatever coins they do list, to me, that would be a big green flag, knowing that, I mean, I'm just guessing that they're running this all by the regulators of the US, and these coins, if they end up being listed, to me, it would say that that's a green flag that they're regulatory compliant. So we'll see. But hey, the minute I get some concrete details, I will keep you informed. Stay subscribed for the most up-to-date information. But moving on, second piece of news. This is actually a green flag if you hold Litecoin. Litecoin creator Charlie Lee says the new crypto smartphone, the HTC Exodus, will support Litecoin. This is the type of news I like to see, and it's confirmed by HTC Exodus. Of course, we know all Exoduses will allow users to store their cryptocurrency in their built-in cold wallet. So if you hold cryptocurrency in general, XTC is trying to corner the market in this regard. Of course, the phone will continue to support Bitcoin, but now again, Litecoin. One small step for Satoshi Lite, one giant leap for blockchain. Team Exodus and HTC are honored to have Charlie Lee join as our advisor. And I guess the news is pretty much in the headline here. Good news for Litecoin. And with the good news, we also have some potentially bad news from a leaked chat that might be a red flag for Litecoin holders. Let me clue you into exactly what this is, then I just want to give you my opinion. And let it be known, my brother, he made this video. I sold all my Litecoin a couple days ago. I thought it was a great video. He backed it up with his exact reasoning. He was very transparent, which I like. But point is, I still hold a bag of Litecoin. So guys, when I'm reading you this potential red flag, just know I have a small bag of Litecoin too. LTC Foundation chat leaked. No evidence of development, lack of transparency. And any of this information, you can verify any of these messages. I did as much research as I could. To me, they look legit, but you can verify any of these messages by clicking on the link in their Telegram. See the Telegram channel at this right here. I'm going to put this all in the description, so do your own due diligence. But what I'm about to share with you, this chat, it includes founder Charlie Lee. It includes Franklin, who is a founding director of the Litecoin Foundation, and it includes Ilar, who is a marketer and a community manager. You must read the full thing for yourself to get the full unbiased picture, but here are just some cherry-picked messages that show you why I'm posting this. Remember, this chat is about 7 to 8 months after Charlie Lee tweeted that confidential transactions should come to Litecoin in 2019. 7 to 8 months after that tweet. Franklin, I am extremely disappointed to discover that no progress has been made on confidential transactions since the announcement, especially when I stand on stage telling everyone that it's happening and we are actively working on it. Charlie responds by saying the honest truth is that no one is interested on working on Lightning protocol development work, at least no one technically competent. You can't just throw money at this problem. This is true for Litecoin since the beginning. Since the beginning, it has only been me, meaning Charlie, Warren, and Thrasher. Well, Franklin responds, okay, so Warren has moved to Blockstream, Thrasher is AWOL, and you? Let's make the record clear that we can't string people along. So again, this is a private chat showing some of the weakness they have, the lack of interest from the development community. But Charlie responds, I've also tried to find somebody else to lead the Mimblewimble project, as I don't want to be the only person pushing this forward, but not having any success. When there's an update, I will post an update. Sorry, but I don't much care if people are disappointed if they expect a lot of progress. People need to stop looking at me to make everything happen. It's a decentralized currency after all, right? Chris responds saying, well, at least we know where we stand. Sad to hear that this is the case. Was definitely under the assumption that progress was being made. Charlie responds, progress is being made, just not as fast as people like, I guess. Okay, what do you think? Again, this is just cherry-picked dialogue from a full, broader chat. Check it out for yourself. But in my opinion, this just kind of makes the founding director Franklin look bad. This does nothing to change my mind about Charlie Lee. Because Charlie, he's just being honest, it seems. It's Franklin. It seems he's the one standing on stage telling his constituents that things are happening when Charlie says it just is going to take more time. And Charlie, he's always been honest to a fault almost in his leadership with Litecoin, telling people that he sold the majority of his Litecoin and telling people that they should actively try and own one full Bitcoin before touching any other altcoin, even Litecoin. So Charlie, to me, he's always been honest to a fault. But this is a red flag for me. I'm going to keep my eye on this. If we get more information, of course, I will let you know. Just something to keep your thumb on. It appears that developers are more interested in developing Bitcoin than Litecoin. Next piece of news. Breaking. Zcash getting removed from Coinbase in the UK. Now, this was covered first by BitBoy Crypto. If you live in the UK, please try and confirm this in the comments down below. Did you get one of these? I'll show you the screenshot in a second. But just confirm this for me, because reportedly Zcash is getting removed from Coinbase in the United Kingdom. An email obtained this morning by BitBoy Crypto from a UK Coinbase user indicates that users will no longer be able to carry a balance of Zcash in their accounts. UK customers have until Monday, August 26th, so coming up, to either remove the Zcash from their exchange wallet or convert it to a different currency, cryptocurrency. If you do not take one of those options, a user's Zcash will be automatically liquidated into GBP. Here's a screenshot from Coinbase. Obviously, I would assume this is to stay more compliant with UK regulations. And this might be just a cautionary warning to people in the US or other parts of the world, just because privacy coins in general, sort of an easy target for any regulators. That's the video for today. And like I said at the beginning of this video, let me know how you're spending your weekend. Guys, we are a community. We are a community. We're here early. Let's grow together. If you're doing something fun, if you're just sticking at home, watching a movie, whatever it is, let's talk down below in the comments. Like always, well, you know.